Hello, I'm Marlis Arnold, trade show marketing consultant and author of the book, Build a Better Trade Show Image. Welcome to the Trade Show Insights podcast with news, tips, and tools to expand your knowledge of exhibiting. Today's topic is trade shows according to Dilbert. Earlier this month, my husband came home from work and asked if I'd seen that day's Dilbert cartoon about trade shows. When I said no, he presented me with a copy of the comic strip. Now, before we go any further, if you haven't seen it, there's a link in the show notes at TSI7.6 so that you can go look at it online before we continue with the analysis. Go ahead, hit the pause button. We'll wait. Okay, so basically, Dilbert's boss asks how things went at the trade show. The report sounds hauntingly familiar to many companies that I've seen over the years. While there was good traffic at the show, virtually none of it was in their booth. There's a humorous twist, dark humor that is, in the middle, but the real kicker comes at the end of the comic strip when Dilbert reports that they spent $200,000 for absolute zero return. His boss responds upbeat, saying that, it's just like every other year. Seriously? Since when is spending six figures for an exhibit that doesn't produce results justified? Yet sadly, it happens over and over again. Companies spend thousands, perhaps not as much as in the cartoon, but still, to appear at an industry show with no more of a reason than, we always go, or all of our competitors will be there. Newsflash, that's not a reason. So before you ever commit to a show, do the math. What will it really cost you? In dollars, time, energy, staff, and so on. Now, while you may not know an exact amount of sales that will come out of it, you can make an educated guess based on the data, such as who's the audience, what percentage of decision makers there will be, how much time they spend on the show floor, and many of those other meaty details that are included in the show's prospectus. But perhaps the bigger question remains, if Dilbert's company is spending multiple six figures on one mega show that doesn't produce, could they possibly shift those dollars to several smaller regional shows that do produce? Or is the show a good fit and it's just the execution of their exhibit marketing strategy, if they even have one, that's lacking? These are all valid questions, not only for the fictional characters, but for any business who's considering exhibiting at a show. Now, the saddest part of this cartoon is how it feeds into the public and media perceptions of the past few years that trade shows are just giant boondoggles and a huge waste of money, when in the real world, businesses can easily make back their exhibiting investment by following just some simple steps that start with strategic goals and a realistic budget. Now, if only someone would design a cartoon about the $5,000 exhibit that landed a $50,000 client. Trade Show Insights is protected by the Creative Commons copyright license. You may feel free to share this recording with colleagues as long as it is shared in its entirety and is not used for commercial purposes. To learn more, please see the link in the show notes. Well, that's it for this episode of Trade Show Insights. Be sure to check out our show notes at TSI7.6. Until next time, I'm Marlis Arnold. Thanks for listening.